Hello everyone, I'm Paul McGuire Grimes. Billy Eichner has been making audiences laugh since his days on Parks and Recreation, and his Billy on the Street videos went viral. He wrote and stars in the new rom-com Bros. It's in theaters and I want to talk about it. This is Paul's trip to the movies. It's 2022, and while I would just love to call this a rom-com, it is worth pointing out that this is a gay rom-com, and one that Universal Pictures is touting as the first gay rom-com from a major motion picture studio written by a gay man that's featuring a principal cast of all-out queer actors. The visibility and representation here is so important, and there's a lot riding on this film to do well. Now, thankfully, Billy Eichner's script is hilarious. You could just feel him pulling from his own life and how he wrote Bobby. Bobby hosts a podcast called The 11th Brick at Stonewall, and he runs an LGBTQ history and culture museum in New York. Now, he's out at a club with some friends where he meets Aaron, who's played by Luke Macfarlane. Aaron appears to be the typical jock gay, completely ripped with the baseball cap, and seems to be completely out of Bobby's league. That is until they strike up conversation, despite both claiming that they're emotionally unavailable. Now sparks fly and they continue to text and flirt, trying to decide if they want to test the boundaries of a relationship. Bros comes under the direction of Nicholas Stoller, who co-wrote the film with Billy Eichner, and Stoller is no stranger to the rom-com genre, having worked on Forgetting Sarah Marshall and Neighbors. Now, too oftentimes studios claim that moviegoers just aren't ready for a gay love story, which is precisely one of the things that Billy Eichner comments on in his script. We tend to be the sassy sidekick, where the neighbor, or our love stories are tragic ones, with straight actors playing gay characters. Eichner's brand of comedy is all over this film, with its commentary on gay culture. There's the irreverent humor and the zingers just thrown out left and right. There's a priceless joke referring to Renee Zellweger that just had me dying of laughter, and even compares Grindr to You've Got Mail. Now, at the same time, he and Stoller don't try to rewrite the rom-com genre just because this features two gay characters as its lead couple. They've written your traditional rom-com filled with all the tropes, from its New York City setting to the big public declaration of love. There's a commonality to the language and the games that come with anyone who's dating. There's an easiness between Billy Eichner and Luke Macfarlane as they have really great chemistry together, and they're not afraid to just poke fun at themselves or their images along the way, from references to Hallmark movies for Luke Macfarlane or Bobby's faux anger that Billy's actually known for. But what's most important here is the layers with both characters, both vulnerable, both flawed, and Eichner has a really great monologue about confidence that just speaks volumes. Billy Eichner and Nicholas Stoller throw a lot out at this movie, both in terms of its themes, its place in queer cinema, and all the fun cameos along the way. It really deserves a big audience who can financially support it. We need more movies like this, about these kind of characters, and the visibility of having an out queer principal cast is just so important. I'm giving Bros 4.5 out of 5 ticket stubs. If you like my review today, click subscribe on my YouTube channel. I got to interview Billy Eichner and Luke Macfarlane in person. It was my first in-person interview since 2020, so you definitely want to check those out. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Paul's Movie Trip, and then go to my website, paulstriptothemovies.com, for even more reviews. Thank you so much for watching my review of Bros. This is Paul's Trip to the Movies.